it's Kathy Griffin Unleashed. Kathy is a successful comedian and a two-time Emmy Award-winning reality show star. And now she is taking a brand new dramatic turn from her show My Life on the D-List and becoming a controversial and provocative showbiz news commentator. Kathy and I sat down for a candid one-on-one, and she dished about all of the latest showbiz newsmakers. And as you would expect, Kathy did not mince words. I started out by asking her all about the drama with John and Kate Plus 8 and whether John and Kate should pull the plug on their show for the sake of their kids. And that was just the beginning.
I don't care about the kids. I don't know their names, and I don't think they do either. But they do seem to get a lot of free swag, and they're on like their 7th house now, that people just keep giving them houses. And, you know, John's got the hair plugs, which is what it's all about being a dad, because, you know, it's about the kids. Did you love when they sit there on that staying chair, and he's got the hair plugs going, I'm here for my kids. Yeah. All right, he's a tool. You know, and I know people think she's a nightmare, and they want to call in and say she's horrible. He's a tool, sitting there rolling his eyes. You know, it's Kate Plus 9. That's what that show is. Okay. And she's another one. She's another winner with the tummy tuck. And, you know, my mother didn't have a tummy tuck. She has a box of wine and a moo-moo.
And you did just fine. And you did just fine. Okay. Let's talk about Susan Boyle. I know you're a huge fan of this woman, and I'm sure you're happy that she is doing better. She had a little trouble after the show ended. What do you think we can expect from Susan in the future? Is she going to be bigger than Barbara? I mean, what do you think? I
think she's going to put out a record, and I think it'll be called a record, because she's a little old school that way. And I like her. And by the way, I completely can see why she would have that breakdown. To go from complete obscurity and, you know, give her cat, for God's sake. She just wants her cat back. Yeah. And now they're putting her up at the Dorchester, whatever, is this fancy highfalutin lifestyle. So I think she really is talented and people love her. But I completely can understand. And the British press is vicious. So I'm sure they just gun for her every minute.
It's different than it is here.
Yeah, big deal. She took a little weekend off. Who cares? She's, you know, have you ever seen Lindsay Lohan? Lindsay Lohan does this 4 or 5 times a year. Susan Boyle just did it one time. Okay. I think she should have all the breakdowns and hit records she wants. 2 huge superstar comebacks are coming in. If you watch Showbiz Tonight regularly, you know who we're talking about. Whitney Houston's dropping a new album. Michael Jackson reportedly going to be on stage. He's scheduled some dates. What can we expect? Who is going to come out on top with these massive comebacks of 2009? AJ, don't toy with me, because we've just now been through the Britney comeback, which was really her lip syncing through a Klonopin haze during that tour, which I enjoyed. I'm not a pharmacist. I don't know if it was Klonopin. It could have been Xanax. But I like her very much. It was fun seeing that show, and yet her eyes were like pinwheels. Now, I think that when Michael Jackson does his tour, or 50 shows in England, or whatever it is, I don't know how he's going to sing, since there's a hole in the middle of his face where there used to be a nose. And you know me, I'm not afraid of the face work, but at least I still actually have my features. And the Whitney Houston comeback, we've all been waiting. And I will say this, even on that crazy Being Bobby Brown show, which I believe was one of the greatest shows in the history of television.
Certainly, I could see where you would think that.
Of course. Even though Whitney seemed a little, how shall I say, cracky at times, allegedly, she still could always sing really well. So I think that comeback makes sense. And I think Clive Davis is pulling some sort of puppet action where he's got, you know, he's pulling the strings there, making sure that she still reels in the big bucks. But we all want to sing Whitney. What about that Newsweek cover on Oprah?
How about that? What's your take on that? They're saying that Oprah is doling out some advice, not such great advice to be given out.
I give Newsweek 10 days before it folds, because
she's going to squash them?
Yes.
You don't mess with
First of all, I don't think she's happy with the picture. Not enough airbrushing. I wouldn't be.
Okay.
And I think that they will mysteriously go away, like Real Housewives of New Jersey style, where they're just going to be missing.
Just kind of go.
Yeah, like they'll probably end up being a blog within 2 weeks.
All right.
Because you don't mess with O.
No, not even Newsweek. Thanks for being here, Kathy. I really appreciate it. And good luck with this season of the show, the next Emmy Award-winning season of My Life on the D-List.
Oh, John and Kate, I'm winning.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, it'd be so awesome.